Hey Rachel, how you doing? I just seen what you sent me. Did you make that? I just got in the house. Just got in. I said, let me go live. Because I heard some disturbing news today. And man, I said, man, we got to talk about this. Hey Tamika. Hope everybody able to come in. It's not too late for people to jump on here with me. Um, you know that story that we was talking about the last time about the young lady. How do you pronounce her name? That's good, Rachel. Your son did that? Oh my goodness, he's talented. I tell him I love it. I love it. Wow. Let me see. Let me see. He is very talented. Wow. I'm going to show it. I hope everybody hit the like button. Um, let me see. Guess I ain't been on here since last week, right? The week last weekend. Nope. Thank you, Rachel. Let me see. Hey, Shannon. Whew, baby, when I tell you I got some disturbing news that I seen, I couldn't believe it. Hey, Beats, I could not believe it. Um, Let me see if I can get Margaret in here. Let her know that I'm live. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. Uh, 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Everybody that can't get their notifications, I try to DM them and let them know that I'm live. Okay. Couple more people. Hmm. Let me see. Who else do I need to contact to say they don't get the notification? Hey, Jarius. What is this? Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Who else? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Couple more people. If it's not too late for everybody. Well, I see 40 people in the chat. Hopefully some of the people that I'm DMing are already on here. If I didn't DM you, please let me know that you got it. I mean that you're on here. Hey, Janee. Hey, Leon. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Hopefully they'll see it. I can't go down and listen to everybody. Huh? Am I royalty's mom? No, I am not. Hey, Lisa. I'm CJ So Cool's mom. Oh, boy. Big difference. Big difference. Anyways, let me get to the story where I was trying to. Hold on, let me download my thingy, my Instagram. Hope everybody had a pleasant Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Let's see. Okay. What is that? Okay, let's see here. Here we go. First, I'm gonna show this what Rachel's son did for me. So, I think it's just the cutest, most talented thing I've seen somebody do for me. Look at that, y'all. Hold on. He did one for me and CJ. Ain't that cute? It looks so cute. It got the doll. Me and me on the computer screen. Ain't that the cutest? Oh, wow. I was so excited when I saw it, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Wow. And then he did one for CJ as well. That is so nice. Okay. I love it. I love it. But back to this story. Okay, Lisa. Thank you, Beats. Back to this story. God, I wish Margaret could come in. She probably sleep. But let me see. Where is it? Did I? Hold on. Okay. I think she had sent it from Facebook, but I had seen this. Break. Hold on. Wait a minute.
I want you to know that you are my everything. And if you ever feel like no one appreciates you, I do. Forever and always. Remember that we in this together. Till death do us part. No matter what, I got your back.
Deadly shooting happened this morning right here along Cermak near State after loved ones of the victim say she had just dropped her son at school. Sources close to the investigation say a woman is in custody after allegedly pulling the trigger. This morning near the National Teachers Elementary Academy when police say some sort of a fight unfolded, the suspect pulling out a gun and shooting the victim in the face. She was rushed to Stroger Hospital but did not make.
I reached out to CPD about why the person originally taken into custody for allegedly shooting Romeica had been released without charges. They said that they can't give us any type of comment on an ongoing investigation.
Now, how? I really like to know how in the world did this lady get released without being and no charges on her or nothing for unaliving that young lady? I'm flabbergasted. I don't understand. But we're gonna listen to some more of this story. I didn't heard so much different stuff since we discussed this last. But nobody knows but the people that were involved and the good Lord. That's all. But for this woman to be released, we're gonna hear some more because I didn't hear the whole story. I was waiting to hear it with you guys, listen to it with you guys. Hold on. I just, oh boy.
Loved one.
But let's not act like Romeica ass is a saint. Because she's not. Especially when it comes to that type of shit. But I was dropping Los off of a lunch, meeting up with Los, you know what I'm saying? Like they probably always do. Right before she go to work, she meet up at the school with Los because Los always got little Los. So he probably pulled up at the school with his baby mama in the car. And that's when she probably got aggressive. He made songs about Roro. He loved Roro. There's nothing nobody could do to make him want to hate Roro. It's nothing Roro can do to him to make him want to hate her, because he loved her that much. They said Los had her in the headlock. He probably was trying to get her.
Clearly said Los loved her. That's why the girl was jealous.
Huh?
He was never going to leave my cousin alone. Do I need to drop all the receipts and videos? We had a reason to be around there because he stayed a block and a half away.
Where my cousin? Designer.
You didn't have to overkill her.
Wait a minute. You said you think she may have not. Well, she probably don't got no record on her. It doesn't matter. She took somebody's life. Somebody that didn't even have a weapon. You know what I mean? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Hold on. We're going to listen to some more.
You did not have to. You thought she was a threat. You couldn't. If you shot her in the leg, what did you keep shooting for? You shot her in her face with her chin, bro.
Before Romeica's life was tragically taken on August the 8th, 2025, she made 2 Facebook posts that, looking back, now feel chilling. On August the 8th, 2020, she wrote a post in part expressing her frustration over the killings going on in Chicago. She posed the question of when was the killing going to be enough and when were people really going to stop? She wrote, "I'm so tired of waking up and seeing somebody else has died. Seriously, this has to stop. Y'all killing kids, mothers, sisters, brothers, and family. Who gave y'all the right to play God? I literally hate what this city has become. Rest in peace to every fallen soldier who has lost their life to gun violence." Then, just months later, on December the 25th, 2020, she posted again, this time alongside the father of her only child. She wrote, "The family you come from is important, but the one you create, I'm dying for. Merry Christmas from us." Now, 5 years later, those very words would take on a chilling weight. Romeica's life would be cut short in the same city where she once pleaded for the violence to stop. And then the man she had built a family with, she would tragically end up dying for. Now, there are still a lot of unanswered questions in this case. Not only is social media divided, but her family and the father of her child's family are also divided as to what really happened. Conflicting accounts have surfaced. The alleged shooter, who you'll hear from in this clip I'm about to play, claims the incident was an act of self-defense, and she says she was licensed to carry. Witnesses say Romeica's child's father was also present that day and at some point allegedly put her in a headlock, which gave the mother of his other child the opportunity to pull the trigger. Now, some reports claim the alleged shooter drove in from Wisconsin, but authorities have not confirmed this. So at this point, that's speculation. Romeica's family says she was there simply to drop her son off at school, so she had a clear reason to be present. They later clarified that the father of her child lived nearby, which explains his presence as well. Now, if this was a planned meetup or something else entirely, has not been confirmed by authorities as of the date of this recording. Now, what is still not clear and still heavily debated on is why the alleged shooter was there. Some say she was in the...
Can pink salt really help you slim down while you sleep? I tried it and here's what happened. Ladies, listen up.
Was in a...
It's so many stories. If you can remember from the last time we discussed this, we heard that she pulled up in a car on her own. He pulled up in a car on his own. I don't know what the heck. This is just crazy. I don't know if we'll ever get the full story of what really happened, how they all wind up meeting in the same place at the same time. But we do know that I heard that the girl that did the pow-powing had a restraining order against the girl that she unalive. And we also heard that the girl that got unalive had a restraining order against the baby daddy. So how in the world were they meeting up? It's just not making no sense at all. But we'll continue to listen.
Relationship with the father of Romeica's son, and that this gave her a reason to be on the scene, but authorities have not confirmed that either. What police have officially said is what you heard in that clip. There was an altercation between the two women. What led up to it, that remains unanswered. So now let's listen to the clip of the alleged shooter and witnesses at the scene before we move into the background and timeline.
She's the one who shot her. She's the one who shot her. Restraining order, but she shot her. The gun in the car. The gun in the car. How you feel? She didn't drop her. Get up. You scared as hell, right? Scared as hell. Hey, Cody, how was that? Oh, why this statement?
I'm not arrested. There's a fucking gun on the street. I'm licensed to carry.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bitch.
You shot somebody, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you?
Calm down. Calm down. Did she get walked out? Damn. Yeah, because she got shot and walked out.
You had a fucking headlock and you know it. You fucking know it. You fucking know it. You're fucking bogus as fuck. We're not even one in the green. She had it on. You let her fucking get shot. And she was the girl that shot. This her car right here. She was standing on the doorway. She put the gun in the car. The gun, she shot her? This girl right here. She shot her. She shot her. She put the gun in the car. She put the gun in the car. The gun is in the car.
I swear to God, it's the worst day of my life. I ain't looking for no sympathy, but I'm asking y'all to please. Jealousy is a motherfucker.
So you just heard the aftermath of the tragedy that unfolded, including the alleged shooter who, as I told you, has an infant with the father of Romeica's child. That means both women involved in this tragedy each have a baby by the same man. You also heard a witness point out that there was a baby in the car during all of this, saying how you feel. Now, within hours of the tragedy, Romeica's child's father made a status. He wrote, "Worst day of my life." But after receiving heavy backlash, he later took that post down. You also heard Romeica's sister echo those same words in the clip where she said that it was also the worst day of her life. But there's another post that stands out. On April the 9th, 2024, Romeica shared photos from her maternity shoot, writing, "Never forced. We had a very great love, Buki. And this is what maternity pictures look like when it's not forced." So this could potentially be an indication, along with the possibility of a restraining order, that there were problems between them prior to this incident that ultimately took Romeica's life. Now, because authorities have not provided a lot of information, here's what investigators have said. According to reports, the shooting happened around 9:06 in the morning. But here's what's important to pay attention to. Investigators stated that there was a physical altercation with a woman she knew, and you see that is reported here on the screen. But her family does not agree with that, and you will hear directly from them later. Romeica's family has been clear from what they know. They do not believe this was self-defense. They argue that having a license to carry does not give someone the right to pull out a gun simply because they were losing a fight. And if Romeica was truly seen as a threat, then the alleged shooter should not have aimed to take her life.
That's right.
So I want to pose this question to you. Based on what's been presented so far, do you believe this was a clear case of self-defense, or was it cold-blooded murder?
It was cold-blooded.
From what authorities say is that there was an altercation, and during that altercation, that the woman pulled out a weapon and she took Romeica's life. Now,
another thing I heard, that it did not happen right at the school. It happened down the street from the school. I don't know how true that is, and I don't remember where I seen it, but it was like down the street from the school or something, but it was still in the school vicinity or whatever. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know how true. I'm hearing so many different stories. I don't know what to believe. All I know is it's a tragedy. Oh, wait a minute.
What authorities have not identified is the alleged shooter or even the victim, but Romeica's family and social media have identified Romeica and the alleged shooter to be Romeica's child's father, baby mom. Now, before we get into the full background, I want to share a short video from Romeica's mother. While the family should be preparing to bury her, they've instead had to deal with people creating fake accounts online.
Wow.
Her mother took to social media to speak out about it. So listen to what she said.
Quick question. When y'all be in everybody else's business and not your own, y'all be getting paid for that? I thought manage your business.
You guys are insulting my daughter and me. We are grieving. I don't need nobody to be acting like we can't bury my baby. So go on with that. I'm enough is enough. Enough is enough. I have not got on here saying nothing.
I don't make Facebook pages. I don't do all that. I only have a Facebook. I don't appreciate you. We don't need nothing from nobody.
Because if you get the music wrong, everything falls flat.
Stuff like that. Why in the world?
My sister good. So all y'all making them fake pages, go find me, man. Don't support none of that. Don't support none of that. We don't need nothing. Stop putting that, stop making them fake. Go find me pages, them fake pages that they making for fundraising. That's not our people. So I appreciated y'all. Whoever got love for her, y'all put this out there and y'all let her know. This is not what we doing. We don't need no GoFundMe. So whoever put it up, stop it.
All right, man. This ain't that. I'm gonna fucking see you white. I ain't nothing. I ain't my mama. I ain't young. Everybody know the fuck I am. And she do wear designer. And don't fucking put my motherfucking nephew on that like that no more. He don't need no money. He gonna be fresh as hell.
Okay, so you just heard from Romeica's family, her mom, her uncle, and her sister, because there's been a lot of controversy online about the funds for Romeica's funeral, with several fake accounts popping up. But her family has made it clear that they will handle the funeral arrangements for Romeica by themselves. Now, back on April the 10th of 2022, Romeica reshared a status on social media, and she added her own caption. The status...
I heard the same thing, Cam. That's what blew my mind when I heard that. You know what I mean? That they didn't let the girl go that did that to Romeica. Yeah, that's crazy work right there.
That she reshared read, "My sister wanted to know, if I die right now, would my son be straight? Do you have anything saved for him?" And then I told her I asked her, what is the average amount received from an insurance policy? She said 10,000. I wonder how many people have 10,000 saved up for their child alone besides a regular life insurance policy. So this was the status that was written from someone else, and Romeica reshared that status. And then in her caption, what she said was, "My son has a $60,000 life insurance policy and savings account, has double digits, then a comma. One thing I don't do is play about my son." So this was Romeica's status, and this has rung true to a lot of people online, saying that she was a very good mom and she made sure to take care of her son. So it's very unfortunate that Romeica's life was taken, because it appeared that she was a very good mom and she loved celebrating her son online. So on September the 8th of 2025, as you know, that's the day Romeica passed. Now her son, he was 6 years old at that time, which was 20 days shy of his 7th birthday, which is coming up on September the 28th of this year, and he would have turned 7 years old. So tragically, this year he will have to celebrate his birthday and every other birthday without his mom.
Damn.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carlos. Happy birthday to you. How old are you? Shit. How old?
Wow. He be turning 7, they say.
So, of course, there's been online comments, and you will hear her cousin speak about this as well, about her Romeica's son's father allegedly giving her designer clothes to the mother of his new child. And again, those are allegations that have not been proven, but there are a couple of statuses that just reflect on how Romeica dressed and how she carried herself. And someone said, my little dirty designer homie, I can't even put that stuff on and blow you no more. Who gonna let my know that they can't dress now? So a lot of people have said that Romeica was very into fashion. She kept herself up. And then the same person wrote another status and said, and by the way, we don't need a GoFundMe for Romeica. We straight over here. She got enough family and friends to make stuff right. And to be honest, her brothers along gonna make sure she's good. Someone else, another family member said, my family took a big loss. My beautiful cousin, she was trying so hard to evolve, trying to get away from certain situations. She didn't deserve that. She was so young, beautiful, and full of life. Please keep my family in y'all prayers. I love you, Romeica. Now, I do want to switch gears here because there is this status that have been going around online, and it says, so, new developments in the Romeica case. Rest in peace, beautiful. Holly was at her boyfriend Lowe's house, who also has a baby with Meeks. Meeks dropped her son off at school and pulls up to where Lowe's lives across the street from the school. Holly was loading her baby in the car, and Meeks pulled up to block them in. Meeks' body was found near the driver's side of Holly's car. Holly also had a restraining order against Meeks. With these new developments, it's likely it was self-defense, edited, not released. Keep in mind that authorities have not released any details, so this is someone online that is making this claim. This has not been confirmed by authorities, and a lot of other people too are pushing this narrative that this is the truth as they see it. Now, you may be wondering if the other alleged suspect, if her name is Holly, keep in mind, authorities have not released her identity. But the family, Romeica's family, have made a couple of statuses, and what they said is, Holly, the joke is still on you and your family. With y'all.
I've been with my partner for 20 years this year, and let me tell you, relationships aren't easy. Even as a therapist,
And then another one of Romeica's family made a status. And keep in mind that if I substitute words or if I don't say anything, I do have to be respectful to YouTube terms. So that's a lot of the times why I may substitute words. So her family said, y'all talking Holly, not her real name. So a lot of people online have been saying Holly, and that may come from, if you see this picture here, well, it was a little short video that Romeica, the father of her son, he uploaded this video and he made this status on August the 16th. And he says, Cars and Holly surprised me today at the family picnic. So he is the one that referred to the mother of his other son that he shares with her as Holly. And allegedly, this is the name that she uses online. Now, her family has also made another status, and what they said, and pay attention to this, is that, and he did drive her up there. So Romeica's family is claiming that the father of her son did drive Holly up to the school. And you're going to hear from this family member later in the video. This is the post from the family member that speaks out. Now, I want you to pay attention to this because this is his family, and what they said is, the fact that y'all think our family is defending this situation is crazy. We're not defending this. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Everyone's so quick to speak on some stuff that they know nothing about. This stuff is sad and too much. And then she made another status and she said, praying for Mika's family and my little cousin because both don't have their mothers. This stuff just not right. Now, I do want to play this short news clip for you because it tells you a little bit of background about Romeica before we get into the relationship timeline. So listen to
at this point. Hey, mama. She want a video at this.
Romeica was in school to become a nurse. Her mother says she was an outstanding mother, daughter, and friend.
My baby. was kind, sweet, loving, very, very supportive and amazing mother. She loved her son. She loved me. She loved her siblings. And I loved her the same.
Me, you know we love you. My twin, my fucking twin. 1, 2, 3. Love you. Love you, me. Forever. I can't believe I'm really. Love you.
Forever me. To the girl that danced the most. Okay, we love you, Meeks, forever.
Romeica was just 31 years old when her life was tragically taken. Many who knew her described her as fun, outgoing, and full of life. She loved being on social media, doing different dances, and her family said she was a dancing machine. In fact, the last public post she made on one of her social media accounts was on September the 1st, 2025, just 7 days before her death. When she joined in a dance challenge writing, everybody wanted me to do this dance. I miss dancing so much, but I ain't lost it for show. Now, as you heard in the news clip, she was in nursing school at the time of her death. Her relatives said she was constantly working on evolving, both for herself and for her son. Now, in March of 2022, she hit her first major milestone by becoming a CNA, proudly sharing yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm so happy. It's only up from here.
Right.
But she didn't stop there. Romeica continued her journey into nursing, and on December the 10th, 2024, she celebrated again, posting POV. You smoked your nursing exam you've been stressed out about all week. She was focused on building a better future for herself and her soon-to-be 7-year-old son. But it wasn't just about her education. It was also about being a mother. Now, the world may have been introduced to Romeica because of this tragedy, but her family has made it clear that the handwritten note wasn't a one-time thing. It was something she did every day.
Wow.
On the day her life was taken, Romeica packed her son's lunch and included what she didn't know would be her last note to him. It read, "Happy Monday, son. Today is a fresh start to this, and you can start off strong. Always remain yourself. You're the coolest, smartest, and funniest kid I know. I love you so much, and you make me so proud. Have a great day. Mommy loves you. Love, Mommy." Her family has also since revealed that they recovered the exact note that she wrote to her son. And on the back of it, he wrote her back saying, "More, I love you."
Oh, wow.
Now, later, a family member posted online, "If you know Romeica, you know every morning she wrote Little Los letters. Every morning, not just today. Such an amazing mother, amazing person overall. I looked up to this lady my entire life. This is so bogus." But there is more to Romeica's story than just this tragedy. She was also a woman who craved love and wanted a strong family of her own. And for a time, she believed she had found that in the father of her son. Now, according to her cousin, who you're going to hear from later on,
New Total Eye Lift. 30 seconds to a visible eye lift. Naturally powerful retinal performance.
Oh, sadder and sadder.
HoneyBook is less of a platform and more of a business partner. It handles all my leads.
the father of her son, before they even had a child together, he approached the cousin 10 years ago about wanting to be with Romeica. And she's going to tell you that she let him know that Romeica was a different caliber of a woman and needed to be treated right. Now, at first, it seemed like he listened. By September the 11th, 2017, their relationship was public and serious. Romeica uploaded a photo with him and captioned it, "Mine's every day." 2018 also appeared to be a good year for them. On February the 18th, 2018, he posted a photo of him and Romeica celebrating Valentine's Day with the caption simply, "Fly, Happy V-Day." Later, less than a year later, on May the 20th, 2018, Romeica shared her joy about motherhood, writing, "God's plan, everybody knew I wanted a little me, laugh out loud, even started crying when I saw blue. I'm forever grateful for a healthy baby boy." And just a few months later, on September the 29th, 2018, after giving birth, she posted again, this time with a picture of her, the father of her child, and her son. And she said, the bond we share, they can't break it.
Dang.
Now, back in March of 2020, Romeica made a post hinting at betrayal in her relationship after having given birth and some time had passed, and she thought that they were in a good spot. Now, what she said was she wasn't embarrassed by what she'd been put through or by the women he stepped out with, because that was his karma. She reminded people that everyone has played the fool before, and if they haven't, life would teach them. She wrote that she couldn't control his actions, only her own, and warned that anyone laughing at her storm should remember theirs might be coming next. Okay. Romeica closed by making it clear she was done talking and that no one was going to outshine her or break her confidence. Even with that, by December of 2022, they were trying. Carlos posted family photos of them dressed alike in matching PJs for Christmas. It was a hopeful sign that maybe they were working through things and trying to rebuild. Now, on February the 14th of 2022, Romeica herself showed they were still together, writing, "Happy Valentine's Day to me. I feel so loved. Thank you, baby," alongside a video of the gifts he had gotten her. Now, just a few months later, in May of 2022, she proudly shared 6 years coming July. Best friend. She was looking forward to celebrating year 7 with him.
So she had been with
But although
him.
Romeica was looking forward to celebrating year 7 with him, never made it to year 7 because their relationship was starting to fall apart publicly, at least from what Romeica was posting. Now, in August the 15th of 2022, Romeica did reshare a status, and it said, "The best feeling is knowing your baby has a great father for life." And she said, "One thing I can't ever say he ain't." 100. So she did consistently make statuses online to say he was a great father. Now, moving forward, it looks like come August the 31st, 2022, she reshared a status that said, "One night with a Libra can turn into 7-8 years. Be careful with us." And she said, "Now look at me 6 years later with a son that's a Libra too." Now, come September the 9th of 2022, pay attention to this. This is when their relationship dynamic started to change publicly. Romeica said, "This man really mad I pulled a him on him. Now he acting like he can't breathe and so hurt. No, man up and take that to the chest like I did for these past few years." So Romeica obviously was fed up and was putting it online that she wasn't willing to tolerate what she had been dealing with. Now, come November the 7th, 2022, she said, "Little things in a relationship matter. I don't know who told anybody different. Asking a person how they day going, are they hungry, are you okay, or just being there emotionally and mentally is really important. I pray my next relationship, he is attentive to all my needs like I am for him, not teaching nobody how to love and treat me, because if it's real, it's going to come naturally." 100. Now, this was November the 7th when she was saying in her next relationship, she was praying that things was going to be different from this relationship. Now, come December the 4th, 2022, she said, "Why every time you don't want to deal with a man and they stuff no more, they think it's another man? Like, why can't you just understand I need time for myself and to heal me personally? I never run into another arms to get over somebody. That's why everybody's so messed up now. Y'all got to fight them demons before you enter anybody's life, because ain't sign up for your BS that you still dealing with." Now, come December the 12th, she made another status and she said, "Because I can't wait to find the miserable female that keep playing on my phone and behind fake pages. Weak female Bennett all year. Go get yourself a life." So by 2022, at the end of this year, Romeica was publicly saying that she was praying for a healthy relationship, and she knew what she wanted, and it wasn't another man that was causing her to not want her relationship with her child's father. From Romeica's statuses, she was saying that she needed time for herself. Now, come April the 21st, 2023, she said, yes, it's mandatory. Honestly, older I get, more I realize, and I'm so big on family. Me and my child's father, not together, but baby, his family is mine and vice versa.
Wow.
His family does not play about me or my son. I love that. And my family don't play about him together or not. Now, come February the 9th, 2023, she had made a status and she said, if y'all see me in another relationship, that man really applied pressure. And I'm not just talking about flowers, dates, money, taking me out. I'm talking good communication, natural reassurance, accountability, making me feel and be untouchable and letting it be known. Until then, y'all, my little friends, like my mom used to say, laughing but very serious. On a serious note, I'm so full of love. I just can't pour into empty cups when I bring a gallon to the table. Now, the significance here is because this shows the timeline of the relationship leading up to, unfortunately, Romeica's life being taken. So after this, on April the 21st, 2023, Romeica's status says, my baby daddy really, this gonna say, why don't you check females when they tell you stuff? How you mad she exposing you and she don't owe me nothing, you do. I'm sorry, I would never get into it with the female about a man. She don't owe me loyalty, you do. What is you mad for? I'm defending your wrongdoings. He's so weird, it's sickening. So this is Romeica's status saying that the father of her child was telling her when females come to her, she needs to be checking the females about coming to her. And Romeica said, I'm not doing that. You're the one that owes me the loyalty when we are in a relationship, not the females. And then Romeica went on April the 26th, 2023. She said, somebody gonna love and humble my mean self one day. Then she made another status on May the 31st, 2023. She said, baby, these men can't take what they dish. Got to be smarter, my boy. Can't play with every female. The good ones are not replaceable. So it seems like Romeica, on her statuses, at least publicly, she was saying that she's done with the relationship and she's trying to move forward.
Right.
So now May the 12th, 2024, the father of her child did post a Mother's Day tribute to her. And he said, happy Mother's Day to my baby mama who do a good job raising my son. Love for life. Now, by February the 20th, 2025, he was uploading a photo of another baby with another woman, which brings us to today. So listen to this.
Don't wear these perfumes if you don't like compliments. Everyone has been talking about all of these perfumes, but honestly...
Oh shit! It don't stop. Everybody's snapping.
So Roro is, you know what I'm saying, she grand like folks don't have no more kids. Roro was Lo's first baby mama, and Los was crazy over Roro. Like he really loved Roro like a motherfucker. That's why he could probably do whatever you want to do and tell her, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm still gonna be here and still gonna do this and do that, woo, because that's his baby mama. He gonna forever do that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, that shit bogus as hell, man. That shit bogus as hell for all the how this shit unravel. But it's just like, it's gonna be taking somebody to be the bigger person for the fight to not even start. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. I don't even know what the fuck happened. We don't know what the fuck happened. Right. We hear in the news make shit up, but at the same time, they not saying what the fuck happened. They just saying, you know, old girl shot another girl, and there's people right there, they saying, we saw you shoot her. Okay, they saw her shoot her, and that's true. But we don't know the circumstances of what goes on. Innocent bystanders that's walking past saying that they saw somebody shoot somebody, of course they gonna probably saw that, but they still don't know what's going on because they just walking up. They probably hear a little glimpse of some shit or something. They don't know. They see a little tussle fight going on. They don't know what the fuck going on. And I believe Roro didn't even have no weapon. But the car got bullet holes in the car window. So it's looking like she shot through the car. Did the girl try to run her over? And then it looked like Los pulled Roro out the car. That's how she got on the ground and shit like that. When he called probably the police and the ambulance and shit like that to come get her and shit like that. So he probably walked back over to her. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherfucking pedestrians over there talking hella shit. and they don't know what the fuck, and they just, she a murderer, when she just killed somebody, okay, all, you know what I'm saying, like, that shit wild as hell. So, both just, you know what I'm saying, he just trying to make sure everything good with you, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't say just everything ain't good because his baby mama's right there laying on the ground dead, but it's just like, y'all don't understand what the fuck is going on, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't been in the shootouts, I didn't see motherfuckers going on the ground, I didn't see shit going on, so you can't say what the fuck, your mind is racing, you know what I'm saying, you don't, how the fuck can he just say fuck his new baby mama because you know what I'm saying? She just shot his old baby mama over some shit that his old baby mama probably trying to be the aggressor towards her when she could show growth and her own development. Is Lil Los is 7 years old, so she got to show some type of growth, you know what I'm saying, and not being the aggressive person when you see your baby daddy with another hoe. Like, if you really don't give a fuck about these niggas, what it is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Don't fight no nigga you see over a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, fight no bitch over no nigga. You know what I mean? Like, why is you fighting a bitch over a nigga if you don't get no fuck over this nigga? I mean, you in your feelings, right? I mean, your ass too tender, right? Like, I love Roro. And I'm gonna keep saying this shit. I love Roro. That shit fucked up. It's sad to see a person gone that I know, and it's I'm really feeling this one. I ain't been feeling shit that I've been losing motherfuckers for these past few years. I ain't even been feeling shit, but I'm low-key feeling this shit. And it's just like, damn. And it's just all fucked up situation because I can know how, me looking on the outside, I'm not on the outside looking in because I know them, you know what I'm saying? I've seen plenty of times where we've been aggressive with other hoes and shit like that. So we don't fucking know what's going on. We just all speaking, you know, like motherfuckers, we all just speaking. But ain't no bone in my body believe that Los would want to get his baby mama killed or no shit like that. I'm seeing dumb motherfuckers that he just saying, you know, they want to see the worstest outcome ever and shit like that. Ain't nowhere in the world I would want to think that Los did no shit like that to Roro. He crazy over Roro. He really love Roro, but he not with.
I'm like you, OC. I'm trying to figure out why none of these ninjas is in jail. Victim's baby father cousin. Okay, that's who's speaking.
Roro. He not in a relationship with Roro. Roro feel the same way about him, but that shit, man, it's like she feel the same way about him, but it's just like, man, you know what I mean? Like, that's how it just be like when you really love a motherfucker, you see them with somebody else, and she know how Los is. Los gonna take care of his bitches. He gonna, you know, put Glacier's bitches up type shit. You know what I mean? Like, so Roro don't want to see no other bitch getting Glacier up. He the baby mama. She the baby mama, you feel me? She number one, regardless if she ain't with him or not. That's how she feel. But now he just really baby mama with another bitch, you know what I'm saying? So now she's standing ground like it's gonna take some time it was gonna take some time for her to come around with her coping with another baby mama and shit like that. That shit probably was all new. Her probably figuring out that, oh, she be with Los dropping off my baby to school. And she probably was dropping Los off of a lunch, meeting up with Los, you know what I'm saying? Like they probably always do. Right before she go to work, she meet up at the school with Los because Los always got little Los. So he probably pulled up at the school with his baby mama in the car. And that's when she probably got aggressive with that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit turned sour, all that shit, you know? When shit could have been left alone, you know, pass that lunch to your son, what do you do with your note, and let it be. Like,
wait a minute.
I'd be feeling like females be too much.
Allegedly, the father had the little boy, and that's how they all wind up at the doggone school. Allegedly. I'm listening. Well, do y'all hear what I'm hearing? But she got a restraining order against him. It's not still adding up. She got a restraining order against him, the baby father. Then why do he have the little boy dropping him off to school and she meeting him up there to bring him lunch? Okay, that bitch was crazy. Can you imagine what she could have done to? Right, that's right, OC. That's right. I'm trying to piece this stuff together. Like, oh, wait. I'm just really confused right now. Boy, he's saying the father always had the little boy. So the mama was meeting them up there to bring his lunch. Yes, that's what is doing. Like, the story is confusing very much. Dang.
Much when I don't think it's another few. Like, I don't think that girl probably was gonna be on some. You know how bitches tease you with your other kid and shit like that. Like, I don't think she probably was gonna be on no shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't give it a chance. We can't say that, but because bitches do try to. When your baby daddy got a new bitch, your baby mama would. I mean, that bitch would try to fuck with your kid type shit. You know, like that shit. All sick as hell, but it's just like. Roro probably seeing like, oh, this is new bitch, oh, she finna beat her ass. Like, she always does. That's what she gonna do. Anytime he get a new bitch, she gonna beat their ass. Like, and there's been plenty of times where they wasn't. I know they weren't together. You can not from see and tell me. And probably 7 years later they probably did. But in the minute between that, I know it was at least 3 or 4 years where they wasn't together. Lilos is 7 years old.
Hunger Root is here,
Oh,
and I
the little
needed
boy
it
is
because my
7
fridge
years
is
old.
super empty. I'm gonna open the box.
So
boy,
I'm knowing they not together. Los had hella hoes, and he always get a new hoe. So if she beating his hoes ass, that's what she always do. Cause that's I've been seeing that shit. So it ain't gonna be shit changing. I just think this girl do plenty of shit.
Whoa.
To other bitches about Los. We on the phone. They ass all talking about this shit. He asking me, what the fuck you thinking? What the woo? We all in traffic. I'm hot. I'm irritated. We going to pick Roro up. She talking about the shit. We all in traffic and shit. This shit crazy, man. Like, I miss Roro, bro, because we used to have some good ass time. I'm gonna miss her. I'm just saying, I ain't seen things. I probably ain't even talked to Roro in like a year or two. I unfriended all my friends off of Facebook and shit like that. So I probably need to talk to them about a year or two. But I still got all our old videos with their kids and shit like that. She boo boo them and shit like that. Like, that shit. Man.
He said that all the females that the baby daddy used to mess with, the girl that was unalive, Romeica, would beat them up, allegedly. So now I'm seeing a whole different side. You know what I mean? And nobody's perfect. I get that. Nobody's perfect. But I'm not going to fight no female. I said that the last time. And I stand 10 toes on that. I'm not fighting no female over no man. I never have, and I never will. That's just not in me. It's like, just, oh man, give me. I'm thinking he can blame that young lady, that pow for this. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I may love you, the guy or whatever, but I'm not fighting over no man. I'm full grown woman, and that's very childish to me. It's like shit you did back in school. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I ever did that in school. No, I never did that in school. I never did that in school. Maybe had a few arguments, but as far as fighting, no. Mm-mm. I don't understand it. That young lady with the victim, I don't care. Huh? That young lady was the victim. Yeah, definitely a victim because she didn't have no weapons, you know what I mean, for that other lady to go and get her weapon to do what she did. The only weapon, I guess, if they did fight, and she was losing the fight, you know what? I see this so many times and I've seen in real life where people get to fighting, and when a person lose a fight, they have to go get the pow. You know what I mean? And you just can't take that L. You just can't take that L or come back and try it again later. That's just, whoo, boy, things have changed. What state was it? Was in Chicago. Illinois, right? I think it was in Chicago. The girl that unalived her came all the way from Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. And like we said before, she had enough time to say, well, no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. So that sounds like, to me, it was premeditated. She had thought that shit out. This is what I'm going to do. And that's what she did.
Bro, this shit got my head fucked up because I know Roro is just a crazy motherfucker. And we used to be laughing at that shit, bro. We used to be laughing at that shit. And that shit, we see how this shit turned out. Like, now people getting concealed to carries and they ain't not trying to fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers being on that aggressive shit, running up on them, fucking people up. They ain't trying to fight nobody. They gonna use their gun and shit. That shit. You could say that shit weak because it is weak.
It is
like
weak.
You can't fight. All right, that shit weak. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, everybody want to protect themselves. Don't nobody want to have nobody with no one up on them. Don't nobody want to be put down as in, oh, that bitch beat my ass. Don't nobody want to do that. Everybody, some people just don't want to fight. You approach a motherfucker, you know, with a gun. Like, Roro not approaching this girl not knowing no shit about her. I'm pretty sure Roro got to drop the T, that motherfucking everything on her. Roro know every motherfucking thing about that girl. I'm pretty sure she did. She knew that girl had a gun. But Roro don't give no fuck about no shit like that. I done seen hoes outside with a bitch pull a gun on a bitch and she tell her, shoot that bitch. She all her face like still trying to beat the bitch ass with the gun. I done seen shit like that plenty of times.
Yeah.
Like, that shit be crazy, but I done seen that shit so many times, bro. When we can't see and say what the fuck is going on because we don't know what's going on. We just all got our own theory. We hear the news, we see what they say and shit like that, but at the end of the day, we don't fucking know, bro. We don't fucking know, man. And that shit's so fucked up, bro. Rest in peace to Roro, man.
Don't worry, your video isn't boring. But I think the music is. It doesn't matter how good you.
I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? Y'all just watching me.
I think it's bogus as hell.
Somebody just inboxed me talking about some, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, if you watching me talking about, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Everybody gonna share their shit and how they, whatever they gonna have to say. Right. I know Roro. I know everybody who probably involved in this shit, except the new baby mama. I don't know her. But, no, like, who the fuck is the motherfucker to tell me what the fuck to say?
No, that's right.
What the fuck on? I know what the fuck I've been in the car seeing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roro ass crazy. That's just what it was, you know? And that shit don't make it no right that she shot her. I'm not saying none of that shit is right. All this shit fucked up. It's a whole fucked up situation. But at the same time, you put yourself in somebody's shoes, like, you don't want nobody fucking you up, beating your ass, and you got a gun on you. What the fuck did you get your concealed to carry for? If you got your concealed to carry to protect yourself, right? Not to
another weapon.
Just because I
Somebody with a
fighting.
weapon.
Like, no, hell no. Everybody ain't trying to be fighting. In that video, I seen that girl had scratches all on her face and shit. Roro probably was beating that girl ass.
Oh, I see. I know.
Beat the fuck out of her. And they said Lowe's had her in the headlock. He probably was trying to get her ass to stop and shit. She, you know how you flip it around, whoopity whoop, he grab it any kind of way he could grab her ass. And probably the headlock probably was the fucking you up, beating your ass. And you got a gun on you. What the fuck did you get your concealed to carry for? If you got your concealed to carry to protect yourself, right? Not to just because we finna be fighting. Like, no, hell no. Everybody ain't trying to be fighting. In that video, I seen that girl had scratches all on her face and shit.
Then she should.
Roro probably was beating that girl ass. Probably beat the fuck out of her. And they said Lowe's had her in the headlock. He probably was trying to get her ass to stop and shit. She, you know how you flip it around, whoopity whoop, he grab it any kind of way he could grab her ass, and probably the headlock probably was the lock. You know what I'm saying? Just the whole.
Then I fought the guy. What did he bring that girl up there for? What did he bring the other baby mama up there for? You know what I mean? It ain't making no kind of sense. If you know these two women don't get along, why would you bring the other woman up to the school or in the school vicinity? Hey, Letiska, why would you bring her up there? You know it's going to be some shit. Excuse my language, but you know that these two women don't get along. And you know one for a fact have a weapon. Come on now. I hold him very much at fault for this. I do. The guy. The baby daddy.
Hold her down. Los is a scary motherfucker, so he not finna shoot nobody. He not gonna want to kill nobody, especially when it can come back on no stupid shit like, oh, I'm finna shoot you in front of everybody, just willy-nilly. No, like, if anything, Los gonna put on 6 black masks, 10 black shirts, 10 black pants, 10 black shoes, pair black shoes type shit. Like, he not finna just up and want to shoot his baby mama at that. Roro, he put Roro name in a song. This nigga rap. His songs, he made songs about Roro. He loved Roro. There's nothing nobody could do to make him want to hate Roro. There's nothing Roro can do to him to make him want to hate her, because he loved her that fucking much. So for y'all to say, oh, he just wanted this to happen and what do? Hell no. He know Roro be whooping his hoes and shit like that, but Roro gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that shit. You know, she gotta stop whooping hoes and shit. Like, I don't want to sound too insensitive and to death and shit like that, because I have so many people close to me that I know that died. You know what I mean? So like, death don't hit me like everybody else is not rare to death. When people experience death,
that makes it even worse. From what this young man is saying, the young lady that got unalive is a fighter, right? And again, why would the baby daddy bring that young lady up to where that lady was? Roro was low-key crazy, so she beat the brakes off the new baby mama. The new baby mama couldn't take the L, so she ran to the car. That's what it sounds like, OC. But, okay, what's the but? OC, you need to hit the panel. Hold on. Maybe we can figure this stuff out together. I'm gonna drop the link if you can talk. Cause this is just, I'm up here trying to figure this out. The people in the crowd was saying they wasn't fighting, right? They say, I heard now I had another story. I'm gonna look on my Instagram and see if I can find it, where they said that it didn't happen in front of the school, on the school ground. It happened down the street. Maybe they had pulled off from the school. I don't know. I'm gonna find that story.
They experiencing death when people is older, when it's their time to die. I'm experiencing death when we just turned 16, 17, 20, 22, 24, 26, 29. I'm only 28 years old, and you don't know how many deaths I experienced already. You don't know how many deaths.
So you're telling me that it's not healthy to obsess over your partner 24/7 like I do? What you've described there
Had been close to me to make me feel this type of way. How am I supposed to keep crying about people down when I know that shit happened? When I know that this Chicago, this the type of shit, like when you engage in certain type of shit, that's the possible outcome. Like,
yeah, OC.
What was I saying? Shit, I just got done eating.
This is, what's your intake on this? Like, I'm like, why, if you know that your baby mama, your first baby mama is crazy and like to fight all your females or whatever,
why would he bring her?
Yes, it's not making no sense.
So the chick did not drive from Wisconsin or whatever the hell she came from. So she didn't drive down to Chicago?
They saying she's not from Chicago.
Okay, so she's not from, but she must live there now, right? So she didn't. This wasn't a long distance relationship where she's like, "Oh, I'm about to go get this bitch. I'm about to drive down there." That wasn't the case, right?
I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know.
I got some more. Let me see. Pull that stuff up that I found. Because when I was on my lunch break and I was scrolling through and I was like, "Ooh, let me put this on my Instagram and see." Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah. So Roro be getting busy.
Yeah, big time. Little boy say he been in the car with them talking about all the stuff she did and so oh boy. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's hear some more while I look for this.
Because I thought the crowd said that they wasn't fighting in that
That's
initial
what I
video.
heard. That first time when we all played it, they said she just came out and she came out with her gun.
Right. So what's the setting? Is this like a car loop for the school? Like it was in the morning, right?
Yep, 9 something in the morning.
In the morning. So this happened. It sounded like a car loop where the parents be dropping off their kids like in a line and cars and stuff. So it sounds like a lot of people seen it. But I'm just confused because I did hear in that video people were saying that they wasn't fighting. Like there was no fight. Like she just he had her in a chokehold and then old girl came over there and powwowed her.
Well, oh boy, it's never a full story. Let me see what's this. Romeica cousin shares details leading up to her murder, shuts down all the rumors. Okay, that's one. Okay, wait a minute. Let's hear some more of this.
This shit fucked up. I don't want to sound so insensitive to death because I really do got love for Roro. Like that shit fucked up, and I don't even know the other girl. I don't know the other girl, so I'm not speaking like I don't know no shit like that. I'm just speaking as in this a whole domestic violence situation, and when it sound like two people just gotta grow up, you know what I'm saying? Like two girls fighting over a nigga. Like,
but my thing is too, OC, the girl that did the unaliving, she had a restraining order against Roro.
Oh, she did?
Yes. And Roro had a restraining order against the baby daddy.
Oh, wow.
But from what I've been hearing, the father used to have the baby and she was going up there to bring lunch. Allegedly, she was going up there to bring the baby to lunch. Maybe that's why she was putting in the little notes, because I was trying to figure out why was she putting
so was it like the dad's turn to have the boy?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So maybe the dad had the son because it was his
But you
son.
got a restraining order against him, so what's the purpose of having a restraining order if you got to see this person to do the, you know what I mean? It ain't like TJ's situation where he has a mediator, you know what I mean, to drop off and pick up the twins.
Right.
It's
so maybe shit, I don't know.
I'm not gonna get a restraining order on somebody that I have to see every day. I'm not gonna do that. It don't make sense.
I don't know if baby daddy dropped off the son or whatever, and then baby mama pulls up to drop off lunch to her son, and they just ran into each other, and then from there maybe Roro popped off or whatever at the chick.
Girl was in the car or whatever. The other baby mama was in the car when he was dropping off the little boy, maybe.
That's, I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
She wanted the first baby mom out of the way. Oh, you think that's what you think, Shannon? Yeah, but we still trying to figure out how they all wind up in the same spot.
I'm sure that played a factor too. And maybe Roro whooped her ass a few times. Shit,
Because
who knows?
said he seen her face and the girl had scratches in her face.
This probably wasn't the first incident they got into it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Tink, where you going? Yeah, let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to make it make sense.
But if I'm trying to think, you know what? The new baby mama, she's in trouble because let's just
They
say
released her though.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That's what made me title this. I can't believe this.
It's more to the story then. It's more to the story because I was thinking, okay, well, she went back to the car and got the pow pow. That's what I thought she did. She went back to her car.
That's what I heard in the first story when I did this. Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. Oh, she in trouble because they get into a fight. Whatever, fight's over. Let's just say the suspect, which is Roro, she's contained by baby daddy, and then the new baby mama, she's free, not getting harmed anymore. But she goes and gets the pow pow or whatever. That's what I thought.
But how do you go to jail and you get out on some stuff like this?
I don't know.
Let me go pop out somebody and see how fast shit.
I don't know unless Roro was used her car as a weapon.
Nobody say anything about that though.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what would give her the right to use that.
Right. Hey, David.
The pow pow. I'm just trying to figure it out because they say that baby daddy drug her out the car and put her in a headlock.
That's allegedly.
I don't know. Maybe maybe she was trying to run over the baby mama.
And we also heard that they was fighting and he put her in a headlock to get her off the girl.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
It's too many loopholes in this story. Like, man.
Because let's just say, I don't know. I'm trying. Because let's just say Roro tried to run her over or back into her or whatever. Mm-hmm. Baby daddy pulled her out of the car, had her in the headlock on the ground. So there's no more threat. So why would new baby mama go to the car to get the pow pow and go up to her while she's already being contained on the ground and pow her?
Hold on a minute, OC. Hold on. No, go ahead. You can keep talking, but I gotta let Tink outside.
Hey, Damien. Yeah, I don't know. Damien, hit the panel. Oh, yeah, I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? All y'all in this chat. Ain't nobody saying nothing. I don't know. I didn't know she was released. Wow. You wonder how did you find out where the kid's school was? What you mean? You talking about the mom find out where the school was? I mean, it's kind of easy, especially if they're going by, I don't know what to believe. Yeah, me neither, Jeannie. Okay. I mean, it's a school zone. You got to live in, I'm assuming you got to live in a certain area to go to certain schools. Your zone school.
Papa didn't live too far from the school. I heard that too.
What?
That the father didn't live too far from the school.
Right.
Janice said, I don't know what to believe. Okay.
The baby mama who popped out the young lady. It depends on if they. Well, I'm just assuming. Like, you know how I know here in Vegas, you got to be zoned for your address has to be within that zone of the nearest school.
Yeah, I think that's everywhere.
That's like that in Chicago too. So if whoever registered the baby to that school, whatever address it is, it's not gonna be hard to find what school that kid go to.
Hey Michelle. Hey OC.
Hey Damien.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right.
Good. How you been?
Good. Tired.
Hey, Daniel. Let me see.
Just been tired.
Oh boy. Hold
You
on.
heard about this story, Damien?
Nah, this is my first time hearing any of this.
Oh, you wasn't here when it first went down and we discussed it. Yeah. Hold on.
Wait, y'all did another, you was live before?
The last time I was live, that's when it had happened.
Oh.
Whatever. And we had watched it, whatever. Tink, stop. Hold on.
Y'all gotta make the decision not to fight over no nigga because he fucking with both of y'all. He not with you. He not in no relationship with you. That means he free to do what he want to do. Which what you would be free to do what you want to do too. If you're not in a relationship. So.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Girls gotta learn how to fucking grow up and stop fighting each other over niggas, and then they be having the nerve to talk shit about niggas so much. They say all this shit, get on the net, say all this shit about niggas, this and that, like how player y'all is, but y'all ain't shit player about y'all. Y'all be doing weak-hearted shit, bro. Weak-hearted shit, bro. And that shit was weak for her to shoot old girl, but it's just like, what the fuck do you expect her to do? She got her concealed carry, she don't fight. Obviously. It's the reason why she went and got her gun license. A lot of people don't have their gun license. It's accessible to everybody who's not a felon or been in crazy mental patients. And that shit is accessible to everybody. So if you don't get your concealed to carry, then you know what I mean? That means you ready to throw down. You know what I mean? And who go?
That's not fair. That's not fair. If you get your ass beat, right, and you just can't take that L, you know what I mean? You gotta go back. Pow pow. Do you know how big of a coward that makes you?
I know, unless
If
I mean,
you
if
can't take the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. What the hell is everybody? These non-fighters. You talking all this mess, and somebody trying to do the stuff old school way, like
right.
But they don't do it like that no more. That's
not everybody could take that ass whooping.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true.
So how you find out she got
That's
released?
crazy work. That's just like a little dog doing all the loud barking, but then when a real big dog barks, the little dog tuck their tail. Like, no, don't tuck your tail. Keep that same energy.
Tail now, that's right. Fight it out.
Right.
Shit.
Maybe the new baby mama didn't want to fight. This couldn't have been the first incident they got into.
Feel
They've
like
had to got into it before.
She wanted somebody in the comments said she wanted her out of the way. And that's this old boy had to deal with her for the next 18 years. Well, the little boy 7. So the next 11 years?
Yes. So it's a possibility that both of the motherfuckers couldn't let each other go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy work. That's why it's so important, bro. If you gonna date somebody, make sure you know everything it is to know about that person. Because if they toxic, get them out of your life. That is not something It's a reason why. They like the word is toxic. Like, come on, it's destroy your relationship, everything. Like, it'll mess up everything. Your life, bro.
Shannon say it doesn't matter. I don't care. The young lady got the pow pow out. Didn't have. Wait a minute. Pow pow out. Did not have a gun.
Oh, she's saying Roro didn't have.
Oh yeah. I stand 100% with you on that, Shannon.
I understand that. Oh shoot! Hello.
Like, I hear you.
Oh, okay. I understand that too, but it had to. If the chick been released,
why?
Then, maybe they got it for self-defense. We don't know the whole story.
But old girl didn't have a good pow pow.
That's not.
She didn't have no weapon.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I know a vehicle could be used
but
as
nobody
a
said
weapon.
anything about her trying to hit her with no car. Nobody said that.
Nobody said that in the crowd, but we don't know the updated information. It's been a few days now, so they didn't already
I've been trying to
investigate it.
I got another story. Let's finish with this one first, but I got another story. Maybe they'll go into more detail. Oh boy.
Go get their shit. They ain't ready to throw down. They don't want they trying to protect themselves. Look, get the fuck back. I ain't on that. Don't fuck around. That girl was just doing her thing. She's 7 months pregnant. Well, she was 7 months ago, just had a baby with Lowe's. And that's new. That's new to me. I ain't know folks had a second kid now. This is a second kid. So
wait. Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
Me being in the car hearing.
She had the baby in the car when she did that.
I don't. Something happened to where the police felt like maybe self-defense. I just don't know what that is.
Oh boy. Cause you got your ass beat?
I don't know.
Cause look, visualize this. Two women fighting. One getting the better of the other one. At some point, you got away from the fight and went into your car and got your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Come back out.
Yeah.
Did.
No, I agree. I mean, if that's the true story,
she could have. No, man.
If that's the
true
story,
wanted her out.
No, because that lets me know that some words have to be exchanged too. You that mad you had to go get your gun?
Yeah.
Like what did she say or do?
Because you
Like,
got your butt whooped.
Yeah, you got your butt whooped. So not only that are you mad, you're embarrassed. You didn't like the embarrassment. You was around a lot of people when this happened. So so she wanted warn her by go ahead taking away her life over stuff like.
Shannon say CJ had a pow, not that, huh?
That was self-defense.
That was self-defense. That was
self-defense.
Was CJ? He was outnumbered. I know what you're talking about. He was CJ was outnumbered. You talking about when he pulled up to pick up the kids? I don't know if he's picking up the kids, and all them guys pulled up. He was outnumbered.
Hey, Tamika, I think that did I say the name right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, if it's 1-on-1, that's different. But 2-3 people pull up or more for one person, you better pull something out.
Are you sure she was released?
She said no, in the house. In the house? What you talking about, Shannon? CJ had a pow in the house? You talking about when that happened to him? He had every right to protect his home and himself.
Yeah, they came in his house.
They came into his home. That's
right unannounced. Did nobody invite them in?
Open season.
Yeah,
you come in the crib.
That's like you walking into the White House, and you know what I'm saying? Like who invited you? Like what? What did you do it?
You done broke in, and yeah, you accept. You supposed to get just what you get. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Yeah, that's totally different there. You know what I mean?
Michelle, are you sure she got released?
That's what it said
on the news.
No, wait a minute. I'm gonna find that other story. But she even titled this "Breaking Romeica Meeks Case, Suspect Released. Family speaks out there." Yeah. Hold on. Maybe she gonna say something else about it. Hold on.
Folks talking about bitches and Roro tweaking with bitches and shit like that. And we pulling up to Roro crib, him and Roro arguing about y'all, we not together, so you gotta stop doing this. Whoa, see. All this like Roro ain't having it. She gonna whoop these hoes every single chance she get because she can do that. She's number one. She was the baby mama, so she over all the week colors away. But girl, she's the baby mama. Just that one of those same situations to where she had to, you know what I'm saying? Like her girl, ain't sitting there defending this girl because I don't even know her. I know Roro. I know Los. I don't know them. But I just know what the fuck I know. You know what I mean? Like, and from the situations of all this shit going on, just like the same situation. Like I got a baby mama myself, so I know how the baby mamas is when you dealing with new hoes. You got new bitch. They don't want you pulling out. Why are you pulling up to my phone with this bitch in his house? Like, why you bitch? You know, be so player. Just be you, all right. Going on about y'all been, you know what I'm doing?
Y'all making these fake ass pages. I'm starting to think it's you thirsty niggas. I'm starting to think it's either them or it's the bitch people making all these fake ass pages trying to come up off my motherfucking cousin name. Y'all goofy ass on.
The best thing about HoneyBook is here in the cha-ching.
Cha-ching. If I send out multiple
What is she
contracts on a
talking
certain
about?
day and I
Tip. They're saying people have made fake GoFundMe pages, fake Facebook pages, and stuff like that concerning the young lady Romeica. It's just, you know how people do dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to, come up
Yeah.
financially off people's pain.
That
And
is
No, that's not how you do it.
that is really,
No.
really sick.
When it's a big story like that, people always make them fake pages. They be trying to get money.
Yeah, that is sick. Oh boy, you got some sick people in this world.
Yeah.
God, dog.
But guess what? Every dog got their motherfucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't even no real niggas. A real nigga get on their homie ass. Folks, you let this bitch kill your other baby mama, bitch. You should have knocked one of them hoes out. You should have knocked her ass, took that gun and knocked her ass out or something. Because clearly if she was in the headlock, she wasn't an imminent threat.
That's what I said.
Ooh.
She saying what the man should have did to the other females, that's wrong too.
What the fuck is you talking about?
What you mean? The girl
she just said the man should have knocked her out or whatever the hell she just said. That's wrong too. Then he'd be in jail. Like, make it make sense. You encourage another man to hit a woman, something that you are. Like, make it make sense.
I guess
That
she was trying to say he should have broke up the fight or whatever.
No. Men would, if you know there's plenty of men when women get in fights, we don't step in that shit. Hell no. We do not step in. What?
Oh God.
Security, call somebody or something. That's no goddamn right.
Oh no, not security. Woo.
I'm waiting on I want a motherfucker to put him on here because I want Means to play with me, G. This my guy, brother. Like I know your strengths and weaknesses, G. Don't play with me, bro. Because we supposed to be better than that. Yeah, she deleted her Facebook. But guess what? Got that mama page, grandma page, cousin page, auntie page. Baby, y'all don't know. Motherfuckers fuck with me. I ain't even have to do too much. But put a word out. And I'm going to find out what I need to find out. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all people crazy, bro. You motherfuckers is crazy.
I know one thing. If they did release her for real, she better be hiding out somewhere.
Yeah, she better leave the country because they.
That family ain't gonna. Her family, her friends. That's gonna get real ugly in Chicago.
So this that we're
You better take her ass back to Milwaukee.
So
And
she is
hide out, huh?
So she is released.
We don't know yet, but that's what the title's saying. And Margaret sent me a Facebook. Hold on, I'm gonna add that on here. Hold on.
Motherfuckers want attention. Motherfuckers want a Facebook check. Get y'all goofy ass on. You're not getting no check off that one. You won't collect no coins off that one, bitch. And you ain't gonna put her motherfucking name in vain, bitch. Y'all know Loso was beating her ass. Bitch, we got proof. Domestic violence. She got a paper trail on his ass. He would not leave her alone. That bitch Holly was a rebound, a recovery rebound, because he couldn't get over her. What's a cigarette? She stressed me out.
And they look like they could get over each other, truth be told. But anyway.
They better leave me alone, folks. I ain't gonna even lie. Leave me the fuck alone. My mama, leave me alone. Disrespecting me and playing with me at a time like this, bitch, I will treat you like a op. I swear to God, on Kurt Mack grave, I will treat you like a fucking op. Do not play with me, bro. We supposed to be better than that. You was just talking to me. You was just in my inbox.
New Total Eye Lift, powered by organic Harungana, as effective as retinol. Clarence.
Well, who's she talking to on her?
Damn, did you see it? Yep, Cam said she heard she was out.
Yeah, see? Hold on. Hey,
Hell
lady
no.
girl.
You just in my inbox. Sis, keep me posted. Woo woo. Motherfuckers only want to come my inbox. They thought I was gonna get them the video. Didn't do that. My auntie told me don't send it out. I'm not sending shit to y'all. So y'all can hide them, make up another lie. No, not helping nobody. But my people. Right, they know he wrong, G. I got the nigga on recording. Since a motherfucker want to play with me, I got the nigga on recording saying, gee, he bogus as hell. I fucks with Roro. And woo, that was sus. Roro was my dog. How she your dog, but yet you on here saying, you saying all type of disrespectful shit to her family and shit.
Huh?
At this time, why they grieving, G? I love you too, brother. He definitely could have prevented it, and I must keep saying that. A real nigga wouldn't even put both of his baby mamas in that situation. You got kids by both. Now you done lost your baby mamas, your kids. Because, bitch, you will be a damn fool if you think my auntie and them gonna let you even see him anymore. Bitch, it's over. Bitch, go make another one. Fuck is you talking about?
My thing
You won't be
is,
seeing that one.
Michelle, pause it for a minute. What you mean he could have prevented it? No, y'all are two grown ass women. How come y'all can't have common sense and act like adults and stop acting like y'all fucking 5 years old?
Huh. That's
Like,
why.
for real, y'all grown, not no teenagers and shit. What? Bro, no, I'm not for the shit, bro. No.
I don't know. It sounds like a toxic situation.
I found
from all parties.
I found it what Margaret has sent me.
What's she saying?
Hold on. About the girl being out. Let's see here.
And another thing, like, if you constantly always trying to fight motherfuckers all the time and want to beef with niggas and always yelling, talking shit all the time, most likely you will eventually get popped. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. Don't nobody want to hear your mouth. Don't nobody want to fight you all the time. Like, what?
Okay. Hold on here. Let me see. Add this one on here. Okay, come on. Okay, here it is. Okay, it says, no charges filed in Romeica Meeks Blackman death. We're heartbroken to confirm that 31-year-old Romeica Meeks Blackman was powwowed and unalived in front of her child during a school drop-off on Monday in Chicago South Loop. The powwowing took place near Cermak and State just after 9 a.m. Chicago police say Romeica was involved in an altercation with a woman outside of a vehicle. That fight escalated when the woman pulled out a powwow and powwowed her in the face. She was rushed to Stroger Hospital but did not survive. Her mother, Tina McMiller, stood at the same location days later, calling for justice and demanding change. She described her daughter as loving, supportive, and a devoted mother. While the suspect has been taken into custody, police say no charges have been filed. Investigators believe the powpowing was domestic in nature, but they haven't confirmed what led up to the incident. City leaders gathered with Romeica's family to demand accountability and stronger enforcement of House Bill 158, a law that declares violence a public health crisis in Illinois. Area 3 detectives are still investigating. We'll continue to follow this story as more details unfold.
Damn. Like, they don't give a fuck.
That's what it sounds like to me. Even if they go to Milwaukee, she will be pow. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
No matter where you go, like if you don't change your act,
like that,
it don't need moving nowhere.
Man.
You gotta change yourself, not change the area code. Like what?
That case is done. They ain't about to investigate.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's like, oh boy, I really hate that. What is this?
That's tragic for real.
Whew. Okay, wait a minute. Is this the one? Dang. Is this that one where it was showing? What is this? Speaks out. Set the record straight. Dang. Can't find it now.
Damn, that's so sad.
Wait a minute. Is this it? This may be it right here. This is not the. Who? Naja Hall? Let me see. Naja Hall. So now they said, so did they fight or not? Okay.
Cam said yes.
Okay, I found it. Okay. See what Naja Hall has to say. Okay, let's see. I just found it. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes. Okay.
This developing case. Steph,
Here we go.
I'm Naja Hall, and we're back with an update on the Romeica Meeks story, the 31-year-old mother who was killed in front of her son's school in Chicago. I have here my friend, investigative journalist Steph Watts, who has some exclusive details not yet released about this developing case.
Oh, boy.
Steph, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Naja. Thanks for having me. As you know, Naja, I was based in Chicago. I worked there for ABC News. I covered cases like the murder of Jennifer Hudson's family. So I have connections with in the Chicago
might get
Police
somewhere
Department,
with this
CPD. So this is what we know. This is what's new. As we're sitting here talking now on your platform, Holly Johnson, the shooter, has been released by the Chicago Police Department and is not facing any charges.
Dang.
Now, that doesn't mean she can't be charged later on, but she's currently not being charged with anything because, and this is really important, she said the right things. She had, first of all, she had a license for the gun. She had a CCL, and she told the investigating officers that she was in fear for her life.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, Naja, you have to remember, with that language and with not enough facts, they have to release her.
Does this happen? You mentioned something earlier. You said about 75% of the people in that jurisdiction that commit these types of crimes are released. Does this mean they're never charged, or maybe perhaps a month from now when we get other facts or a media storm happens, she might be charged? Or are your sources thinking that this case is done, it's over?
So you mean to tell me if somebody look at me wrong and I got a pow and because I'm licensed to carry it, I can pow them because they look at me wrong or anything like that? I
wouldn't
scared
say
for my life.
Not that type of an example. It sounds like, well, Cam said they fought, so if she got into a fight with her, and she said she was in fear of her life, but still, the chick was already contained on the ground.
Look, she pow
and you had a whole ass car to get into.
Allegedly, she was hit in the leg and in the chin and in the face, whatever.
With what?
So that's like over.
You talking about what you talking about? Romeica?
She was hit in the leg, pow in the leg.
Oh, Romeica was
in the face.
See, I thought she was just hit in the face.
That's what I did too until I heard later on the cousin said you pow in the leg. Why didn't you just leave it at that?
No, she wanted to end her.
Right.
So maybe
that wasn't enough.
She sounded like she may have had the pow on her during the fight, and maybe while they were fighting, she pulled out that pow. Well, no, because the girl was in a damn headlock.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, she has a restraining order. Also, she had her paperwork. So if she had a restraining order, the girl was up there taking the baby's lunch to school. It's just messed up.
Yeah, it's just.
So listen, my thing is, she didn't have nobody to drop off at school. Her baby is damn near newborn. She got a 4-month-old or 7-month-old baby. What the hell she doing at that school?
So the new baby mama had a restraining order on Roro.
Right.
They run into each other. Roro pop off, beat the girl up. I'm in fear of my life, so I pulled out my weapon and I powed her. Simple as that. So they let her go. Now, pending, I guess they still investigating. My thing is, if you were in fear of your life, at what point? Because
why did you get out the car?
When you powed her, she was already in the headlock by baby daddy. You had a whole ass vehicle that you could have got in and drove away.
Right. Even if he had the little boy, Roro's son, she could have stayed in the car. Now, if that girl went and opened up that door and pulled her out that car and commenced to beating her ass, then that's different.
Yeah, that's what I said. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know how they wind up both on the street fighting or whatever they did. I still wondering why would she be at that? Huh? Why would she be there with a restraining order? Right. She had an order of protection and concealed to carry. She said she was in fear for her life. She always knew what to say to get off. Hey, Renee. Yes, obviously. But it's not making no sense. She had no reason to be at that school. She didn't have no kid to drop off at that school.
So if she, oh, well, yeah.
And she knew that little boy goes to that school. And she knows, I'm quite sure she probably knew that the mom brought lunch for her baby. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Yep.
Come on now. Come on. She did. She went there for a reason. I don't care what nobody say.
He's moved on.
Of all the cases similar to this in the Chicago area, 75% of them are released and never charged. In this particular case, she's been released and is currently not facing charges, but under pressure from social media, under pressure from people that are watching, that's possible that it could change. Now, also, to put another twist into this story that people don't understand, Carlos himself is facing some potential charges.
I think things can get really complicated when we're thinking about the ego, parenting, human behavior, and people's entitlement to their own children, and jealousy, and absolute jealousy, and just the inability to control one's impulses. You know, we're saying what kind of a man? Yes, this dude is being demonized for sure. But
you know who's lost? I don't know. You know who's lost in this conversation, Naja? Think about it. That little boy has to come out of school or be taken out of school.
Ooh.
Somebody has to tell him that his mother was gunned down at that school. And then he more than likely, I don't know the family dynamics, has to go home with that father and potentially the woman who killed his mother. And she's not going to be charged.
Wow.
She has gotten away with it.
Sit here. She is not going to be charged for the murder.
According to the state, the murder that she rightfully did, that she rightfully committed.
I don't want people to be outraged at the Chicago Police Department. The Chicago Police Department presented the case to the state attorney's office. Okay, they brought the case in the state attorney's office. Let's be really clear on this.
The state attorney's office was like, we ain't got a case. We don't have a case. This is a clear. So they're saying it's clean cut self-defense. Let's wrap it up. Let's go home.
Wow. But I'm asking
the state attorney's office.
So this is why I want, because, I got a lot of calls on this and I didn't want to talk about it, but I promised you I would talk about it with you because I know the story is personal to you because I know you have a similar situation. I want people that are watching to understand, you can put pressure on the state attorney's office. She needs to be charged. She was 15 feet away. She walked into a volatile situation, and there was no reason why that woman should be dead. There's absolutely no reason. And you've got to remember, she brought although she had a CCL, she took an open weapon, outside of a school.
A school.
Children, and she murdered somebody else in cold blood.
Maybe
9:30 in the morning with children. There could have still been children going in. Sometimes kids are late. There was a lot of people still there. You could tell by the video that you're going to show people. So, I'm outraged by this. I think it's disgusting. I think the Chicago Police Department is incredibly frustrated from my conversations with them. They did everything they could do to charge. I think there's going to be more charges, but I'm telling you, who's going to be in trouble in this is Carlos. He's got some problems, and if he thinks he's scot-free, he's not. And I hope he's watching, and I hope he should be incredibly nervous. But
are you, according to your sources, and I want you to share as much as you can. Is there an active investigation into Carlos? Is he possibly facing charges? What do you mean by that?
This is why I'm so frustrated with this. I know who this guy, I know this type, okay? If this guy has committed another murder, okay? If this guy has a volatile relationship with the victim, can't stand her, wants him out of his life, what's the easiest way to do it? Not get him to do it. He brought his girlfriend there.
Yep, we said that.
He knew she had a CCL. He knew
he wouldn't have blood on his hands.
I'm going to bring you to my girlfriend. I'm going to instigate a thing. I know your temper. I know her temper. I know you're going to fight. I know you're going to shoot her. She's out of the way. He gets custody of the child. That's why I'm so frustrated with the state attorney's office. They need to dig deeper. They looked at the surface of this case, and I want people to understand that my history, I've done this for 25 years.
And just in case you guys don't
But
know
that
who
makes
Steph Watts is, Steph is one of the people that did pivotal research and investigative journalism in the Casey Anthony case. He also worked on the John Benet Ramsey case and owns a lot of exclusive rights and footage. He's sat with the family members on both sides to bring justice in both of those cases. So he's done
it. In case I witnessed the autopsy of Kathleen Salvio, I was the one that got the charges brought against Drew Peterson and why he sits in jail. I was there for the murder of for the disappearance of Stacey Peterson. Realized, wait, this other guy's wife is dead, and they said it was an accident. And guess what, Naja? It wasn't an accident. It was a homicide. And Drew Peterson sits behind bars because of the work we did. I've sat face-to-face with killers, Joran Vandersloot. I sat face-to-face with the only man ever charged with the murder of John Benet Ramsey. I'm not tooting my horn. I just want people to know that I have 25 years of experience, and I'm looking at this case.
So when you say we need to watch out for Carlos, this means you're noticing a pattern. You've seen something before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How did this situation escalate to the point where a man is wrestling with his ex-girlfriend, a mother of his child, in the parking lot? How does it get to the point where the other woman pulls out a gun and shoots her? Like, we need to big picture this stuff. It's just like, who's culpable for this? Well, guess what, Naja? There's no one being charged for her murder. No.
Let's go back to that. Let's because I feel like you said it and it was a bit jarring, and I'm in a state of disbelief. We saw the aftermath. There's no videos of the actual shooting or the incident just yet, but we saw the aftermath. This woman has been released. Now, does this mean that she's not going to be charged? And we know the statistics in Chicago. Can you speak to that a little bit? Because it's not making sense. This woman essentially gets to go home with her boyfriend / baby daddy with the child they have together. I'm assuming the son that he shared with the deceased is also with him because he's now the full-time custodial parent. So she's having to be in the household with the child of a woman that
that's devastating.
Killed. That is jarring. But what do we know at this point about, will she be charged, or is this a done deal and has justice been served as far as the law is concerned?
Here's what I know and here's what I've learned. Naja, she had a CCL, which is a carry and conceal license for the weapon. She claimed, and she used the language that the state attorney's office wants to hear, which is, I was in fear for my life. Here's what's contradicting to what her statements are. From what I understand, she was 15 feet away from the victim. All right, 15 feet away from the victim, and there was 4 shots fired. She was shot in the face and she was shot in the leg. So I think if you're in fear for your life and you're trying to immobilize a person, 1 shot will work for that. So why was 4 shots fired? Why was she 15 feet away? So let's just back up a little bit. So what had happened was she had arrived at
the school.
Yeah, she arrived at the school with her boyfriend, who's also a father of both women's children. Okay, so Holly has a restraining order against the victim. Okay, so you're coming into a situation. If I have a restraining order against you, okay, right? I see you, I'm not going to approach you. So these families interacted. They had, and here's what else. If they were dropping off their children at school, or if they were coming to see his child going to school, he was late because the child had already gone into school. So it sounds to me like this was an situation that could have been avoided. No matter what people say the victim did, if the victim spoke ill to the shooter, whatever happened, nothing can justify pulling out a gun from 15 feet away, shooting and killing someone outside your child's school, firing 4 shots into someone's face, into someone's leg, killing them, waiting calmly for the police to get there, and then telling the police,
I have the right to carry. She said that, yeah.
She had a CCL.
She said that several times. She said, hey, very calmly, it was self-defense. I have the right to carry a weapon, but you do not have the right to kill. So just to be clear, the reports that you're getting from your sources say that the shots were fired from 15 feet away, because some of the witnesses on the scene on that gruesome video that we saw say that the man in the middle, the father of both of these women's children, was probably breaking up a fight, right? One guy even said on the scene, he said, you had her in a headlock. It's one of the eyewitnesses. Do you have any detail on what that meant? Were the three of them and then some sort of altercation?
Yes. So you're talking about the man in the middle of this, Carlos Way, who's to me is literally an absolute disgrace. And we can talk about him later because there's some stuff going to come out about Carlos himself. So there's eyewitnesses accounts all over TikTok, Twitter, all the social media platforms saying that Way had Meeks in a headlock. Okay. Now, there's no way that, look, I'm just talking from my 25 plus years experience covering crimes, investigating cases.
Right.
That, he's got her in a headlock and the woman shoots 4 shots into her and hits her in the face and leg. I mean, you'd have to be a pretty good shot to do that. So whether or not there was an altercation prior to the shooting is left to be determined.
Right.
We can, you've got the video, Naja. I know you're going to show the video. I think
there's parts of the video that I'm absolutely going to have to cut out because I just will not show this woman in her final state there. But according to the video that I'm showing here, as you can see, the witness is screaming out, "You had her in a headlock." This lets me know that the shooting was because of some sort of physical confrontation that happened.
There's a lot of unanswered questions in this situation. Why was the father of the child that was in school there with his baby mama or with his girlfriend? Why were they there? What were they doing there? Why would she come to the school with a gun? Yes, you have a CCL. As I sit here with you, she's been released and she is not being charged. Now, let me tell you something. What could happen with everybody that's watching this and circulating that video, pressure from people on social media could put pressure on the state attorney's office. The state attorney's office doesn't want to take a case that they don't believe that they can charge and win. She said all the right things. She had a CCL, she had a license to carry the gun, and she said, I was in fear for my life. Now, on paper, I know. I see you rolling your eyes. I know.
So that's all you got to say. You have to say, you got to make sure you have your paperwork in order, get your restraining order, and you can go and approach a person who you are asking the law to keep away from you, and you can take their life if you have your paperwork in order. That's what I'm understanding from CPD. Am I hearing you correctly? Am I misunderstanding?
Well, you
how
are
this
hearing
works?
me correctly. And the reason that this is so upsetting, and I'm glad we're doing this, is because this sets a terrible precedent.
I get that she had the restraining order.
She was scared of
What
her.
the hell was she doing at the school? What right did she have to be at that school? Like, what was her business there?
Being with her baby daddy, dropping off the stepson.
That lady drove from a different state and arrived at that school. That's what I heard too.
So they were in 2 separate cars, her and the baby daddy.
I heard that too, but then I heard that they was in the car together. I don't know which is true.
So if they was in the car together, I mean, couples do that, right? I'm not.
Yeah.
Do that, drop them off at school,
But then I heard he was in one car and she was in another car with her baby.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that. We don't
I
know.
got mad questions. Why? First of all, why did he have her in the headlock? What was that for?
To break up the fight, allegedly.
So which one was in the headlock?
She didn't went 15 feet away. Did he say 15 feet away? She walked 15 feet away and then powed her. She was 15 feet
No,
away.
that was an attempt to go ahead and kill her. If you're going to get your gun, you already know what you're about to do.
That's right.
Unless, she had it concealed. So it could have been on her hip. It could have been, holstered on her leg. Or, around her ankle. Anywhere. I have mine up under my armpit.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh boy.
People are just acting like wild animals. Ain't nobody got no self-control. Everybody want to.
I just feel like this shit was premeditated. She knew what she was gonna do. You know what I mean?
What the dude was saying, that shit, that
I
made
see
sense.
people walk around with that's licensed to carry all day, but I don't see nobody pulling out no damn gun. No pow time. You know,
I think Cam. I think I read what Cam said earlier in the chat. Old girl, she just knew exactly what to say.
Yeah.
So she, and I think Shannon had said it. I think it was Shannon. That she wanted Roro out the pictures.
Yeah.
She knew. Hell, maybe they both planned that shit. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. But everybody talking about, oh, but he loved her and yada yada yada.
Yep. You see, people they do some crazy stuff.
The nigga didn't know what love meant. The nigga is literally had other women, and she was beating up all the other women. Like, where was the love at?
Right.
If that's love, I don't want no parts of it. Like, what?
That shit was all toxic.
When really she should be beating the hell out of him for all the goddamn women he was bringing in the house.
Right.
Roro family need to get a lawyer. They need to for a lawyer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them public defenders, they ain't shit. They just practicing. So.
Ooh, Lord. Let's see what old boy got. It's about halfway through.
Is that, of the arrests that are made in Chicago, 75% of the people are released. Now you've got to remember, right now, as we sit here, they felt that they didn't have enough evidence to charge her in the killing. It makes
something important though, Steph. You said they're not going to take on a case that they don't think that they can win. So clearly there's something there, some evidence that's not released, some sort of statement, some sort of history that they are privy to that we just don't know about yet. And they knew that they would not get a prosecution of this woman in court. This not even manslaughter, not even premeditated, because I've gone through the Facebook of all three parties at this point. I do believe the shooter's Facebook page has already been deactivated, but the man, his Facebook page is still there, and the deceased, her TikTok page and her other social medias are still up. According to the deceased, she actually had a restraining order against her child's father, and he was consistently violent. She would even post pictures of the aftermath of some of his violent outbursts, him coming to destroy their property, coming to destroy the son's property, allegedly. And these are photos that she posted on her own social media. Do we know anything about this man? And he does not look like the violent one in this video. He looks like almost a father that is grieving. He looks like he is confused and befuddled. But what do we know about Carlos Way?
Well, let me tell you this. Let's really get into the nitty-gritty of this. What kind of a guy goes to the school, brings a woman who has a restraining order against his other baby's mom?
That's
right. Come on, Nasha. I'm not going to bring somebody to your house that I know that has an active restraining order against you. I'm not going to bring anyone within 100 feet. I'm not going to even socialize with somebody that has an active restraining. Carlos Way, from what I've learned, has his own set of problems. But here's what I want to clear up about him. There's no way that Carlos Way was holding her down while she was shot, because he would have been charged.
That's what
so it's possible that there was some kind of an altercation between him and the victim. That altercation ended. The shooter went and got her gun. She was 15 feet away. You really need to remember, she was 15 feet away when she fired 4 shots. One of them hitting the victim's face, one of them hitting the victim's leg and killing the victim. Okay, 15
So at the moment when you're 15 feet away, I'm assuming she probably went back to her car to retrieve the weapon. We don't know that for sure, but that's just my assumption.
Okay, so she
could have gotten in her car and driven off. She could have said, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to go. But instead,
no one was the bigger person. Everybody wanted to, show their ass.
That's what I was saying. She had a whole ass car. She felt like she was in fear of her life. There was a vehicle right there.
Bitch, leave. If you scared, bye, go.
You stepped 15 feet away, then you could have kept going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bitch, I'll catch you on the next one.
Maybe
no, but that's something that was on her. That's something she wanted to do, and she
That's
did
what
it.
she wanted to do because she
Yep.
felt like she had every right because she's licensed and she got a restraining order. But you still somewhere that I feel like you didn't need to be because you didn't have no business being at that child's school. Your child wasn't in school. You got a baby. So what was your reason for being there? She went back to the car and got the pow. Right.
Yeah, see.
And where is he now? Is he with her?
Probably. The victim.
That's wow. So this is what they work together on this or something?
That's what it
It
sounds like.
sounds like they was
On her. Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Ooh.
you love her. That's wild.
Ooh-wee.
That crazy in love.
Where's the love, bro?
Crazy in love.
She chose to draw that weapon. To be clear, this woman is known to be petite. She was a tiny, tiny woman. So people can say anything. Again, this is all alleged, but I'm trying to understand, how did we get to go from just a brawl at the school to someone laying on the ground dead?
Right. So let's big picture this. This is how I work. This is how myself as an investigative journalist work. This is how the police work. Let's big picture this. Romeica dropped her son off at school, wrote him a beautiful note. She had somewhere to be. She had a schedule. She was dropping her son off. Then she had to be somewhere else. Okay, she had to be at work. You and I both know what that's like. A, B, I've got to be here. Drop my son off. Hectic morning. Carlos and Holly were coming to the school. For what reason they were coming there, we don't know.
Right.
You said to me that it was to bring him lunch.
Well, my assumption is it's his child's, he's at school because, I deal a lot with high conflict custodial battles and the restraining orders and the things of that nature. He probably was just at the school because he either wanted to see the kid or it was some sort of pickup drop off. They should not have been in the same place at the same time, but sometimes these situations are unavoidable. You can disagree, but I have lived it and I have been in these situations and had to be in the same room with a high conflict person where there was an act of violence. And sometimes it is literally unavoidable. As a matter of fact, in some of the mutual injunctions and orders of protection that I've seen, they state parties should stay 500 feet away from each other. Got it? Easy, right? Unless it is absolutely necessary. That means at functions that center the children, school, church, soccer games and things of that nature. Sometimes it's absolutely unavoidable. What we don't expect is for them to confront each other. If you see me over there and you're over here, stay away.
Right.
But some sort of way their paths cross too much. And we know that words must have flown. We know there was an argument without us knowing. But you said you can disagree, Steph, all day.
Let me tell you why I disagree with you. Okay. Let's go back to the schedule. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She was dropping her son off at school. The son had gone into school. Okay. If the father wants to see the son, who's going to go into the school and pull their son out? He could see the son after school. He could see the son on his visitation. As I want to know why they were there. I'm going to tell you why I think they were there. I think they were there because they knew she was dropping the kid off and they were going there to confront her. And they did that. And she ended up dead. And now they're claiming that it was self-defense. I'm telling you, Naja, I've seen this story 100,000 times. There's no reason for them to be at that school.
That does not look like self-defense in that case. That looks like this was a premeditated, planned ambush. She was shot around 9:30. I'll look and see what time school actually starts. But I think
it's 8:30 a.m. in Chicago.
So it says she was fatally shot around 9:35 a.m. School would have started perhaps an hour. So we don't know what transpired in the time that little boy went off to school. We don't know if his dad was able to say, "Hey, son," give him a kiss, and both parents sent him into the school. We simply don't know. I find it difficult to believe and not nonsensical that people would claim self-defense when it's what you're saying is you're painting it as if it was some sort of ambush, which it very well could have been.
Let me ask you this. If you're telling me there was an hour time gap, let's work the timeline. We always work the timeline. If there was an hour timeline, if that child was in school at 8:30 and she was killed at 9:30, was she waiting for him to get there for whatever reason, to have a conversation with him? If she was really like dropping off her child and leaving, she would have dropped off her kid, watched him walk into school and gone. So why are we an hour outside of the time that the child was to be into school, and now she's dead outside? What happened in that hour? Okay,
what
that's
happened? So always see, she reportedly dropped off her young son at school. We know that. And she was seen arguing with a female that she knew. A female was arrested. So we know that there was a confrontation between these two women. We also know that the shooter did not drive all the way from Milwaukee, as it was previously stated. We know that she was at her child's father's house. And did they drive together? Did they arrive together? These are still very much unanswered questions. And the reason that you and I are keeping tabs on this story, because we are only presenting the facts. We're not trying to get this. We're not trying to be first. We're trying to be accurate.
Again, it's really important for people to try to put on their investigation hat and look at this. Romeica had a reason to be there. She was dropping off her son. What was the reason for Holly and Carlos to be there? What was the reason for them to be at that school? We don't know. Maybe they had a reason. Was there? Did she have a child that went there? Did he have another child that went there? All we know is that she had a restraining order. Holly has a restraining order against Romeica. Okay, she goes there. Okay, so we don't know who approached who, but if Romeica had approached Holly, then she was in violation of the restraining order. Okay, that's a problem. She wasn't. We don't know, but there was eyewitnesses. Maybe there's video of it. We don't know when people started filming, but there was obviously some kind of an altercation. Okay, then Holly somehow retrieves the gun. She has a CCL. She retrieves the weapon. She's 15 feet away from the victim and shoots her 4 times. One hitting her in the face, one hitting her in the leg, and she's dead. Okay,
we're talking 15 feet. Away. So I'm 5'6", so that's 3 of me. So that's quite a difference. Just to frame it to those of you listening, that's quite a ways away. Unless she thought that the deceased had a weapon, at this point, all we can do is speculate until facts come out. But one of the facts that we know is the shooter is free right now. Yes. We will be back when we have more updates. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Well, we will definitely be paying attention. What's her name? Because
follow her.
Yeah, well, yep. I just subscribed. So, and put the notification bell on.
Well, I would put the notification bell on, but mine don't work.
Oh man. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it tonight, and I got to get up in the morning and run some errands and stuff like that. But since I'm off work tomorrow, I will be on earlier tomorrow. Well, might as well say today.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna head to bed too.
Okay, y'all.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Okay, y'all too.
Good night, Damien and Chad.
All right, y'all. Okay, everybody. As I always say, thank you for joining me, even though it was late as hell. But I love you guys, and you have a blessed one to the next one. See you later on today. Good night.